morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I know I'm looking all morning paced. Well, let me see. What am I going to talk about today? I'm going to talk about. So there was two different things. There was a debate that happened between uh, Anton Daniels and Yada, and then you had what's his name? Hold on, let me fix this. Too much, I don't know, glare going on. You had Yada and Anton Daniels having a debate, and then you had Corey Holcomb on what's that dude's show? The dude with the hat, whatever his name is, his show, and that was interesting. So it's like you have these between like people like Anton Daniels and because I mean Corey Holcomb been married, and I think he got divorced. But he's always been kind of a jerk, you know what I'm saying, about how he sees women and stuff like that. I don't know. And I see why he's divorced, you know what I'm saying? But they were talking about BBLs and he was saying that the only reason why a man would want a woman with a BBL is for sex. And I'm just like and like she's not the one that you marry. And I'm thinking to myself, men like between the pop the balloon women and the men that are getting online and just running their mouths about stuff that don't make no sense. I mean, I think people should just shut the heck up. You know what I'm saying? Just be quiet. Get offline talking about your relationships and your thoughts because it's like these people are seeming so stupid. I, I I don't see a lot of like Caucasian men sitting up here dissing women so much like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think these men don't even like women. You know, you can't like women to sit here and just always have something. If it ain't the hair, the eyelashes, the not now they're going after the women with the BBLs. They go after the big women. If you're okay, like a woman like me who's like BBW. Oh, you're too fat. You can't have kids. You can't. I'm like all these like different rules about everything about what all the qualifications are. And it's like half the people that have all these rules are old as hell. Like, dude, half these people have kids themselves and are fat and all kind of stuff. These men that are talking about, oh, I don't like no, you're too fat. Half these men saying this stuff are fat their damn self. They're not skinny. I have something on my third chin. Well, uh, I yeah, there you go. Retracted. Thank you very much. That's ridiculous. Grow up. There's a lot of kids that come here that are offsets, that watch my daughter and they come and saying like little rude stuff. So anyways, what I'm saying is that uh the thing about BBLs because it's like it's always something wrong. It's always something people are always talking about people's body and body shaming them in some kind of a way. No one's ever happy with people's bodies as far as dating is concerned. It's always oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this type of body, I don't like that type of body. And it's like y'all are not getting to know each other past like superficial reasons, like I mean, what about have you ever just talked to the person, because after that body wears off and stuff, people, I mean, are you gonna be able to sit down and talk to each other? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Jackie? I had some I got some people talking about I have something on my third chin. You got something on your third chin. They're making fun of me. So, but anyways, I don't care. Anyways, I'm not here to like impress anybody. I'm here to to send a message out. So again, like I was saying, is that I was, like I said, I'm watching these debates with Anton Daniels. I'm watching the show with the funky show. What's it called? The what is the dang on football player's name is? It's not Shay Shay. It's the one with the guy with the hat on. Cam Newton. The Cam Newton show with Corey Holcomb. And between I think Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, they need to get together and do a whole male chauvinistic show together. You know what I'm saying? Because between Anton Daniels being like just living in a freaking vacuum, you know what I'm saying, and can't dang on Corey Holcomb just don't even just always complaining about women constantly. Like, dude, bro, you need to just go ahead and join Diddy and them and just be a part of the Diddy party and get some baby oil and just stay up late and be a part of that, because all this complaining about women constantly makes me think that you just don't like women. Just say you don't like women, but stop complaining about every little thing that a woman does with her body. You know what I'm saying? Complaining about the weave, you complain about the eyebrow. I don't wear weave. You know what I'm saying? I try to be natural. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to have all that stuff because it's uncomfortable any goddamn way. Like, it's a lot of kids up in here. Anyways, I try to not wear a lot of you know uh artificial stuff. I used to, but really, like with the weaves, I used to get to sew it, and I feel like I would lose hair. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped wearing all that stuff. I feel like all that artificial stuff kind of takes away. But I personally, I don't have a problem getting attention from a man, no matter. Even though I'm BB, what you would consider a BBW. I don't have a problem with that. You know. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. I think it's important to be happy with yourself regardless. All that putting on artificial stuff, wearing artificial things. It's like you could do it, but as long as you're not doing it because you're trying to attract something, a man or something like that. You're doing it because it makes you feel good. Because obviously the men got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? The men got a problem with it. Men got a problem with people's bodies. Men got a problem with people's hair. Men got a problem with whatever a woman does with herself to adorn herself, and they're getting on public platforms and complaining about it, and it's like then you open up another platform and they're complaining about women with having children. Anton Daniels over here, he got married to his high school sweetheart or whoever he grew up with. They were best buds, I guess. You know what I'm saying? They got married, and she goes with him everywhere he goes. They had that relationship, but I thought they was about to get divorced not too long ago, which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I thought that there was no such thing as divorce in his world, but I guess they worked it out because they was fixing to get divorced, and he was up there talking about ain't no such thing as divorce in his life, how he live, how he's doing it. Ain't no such thing as divorce. But then he gets up there and talks about marriage and how a man should not date a woman with children. I'm like, well, what if the man can't have kids? He acts like his audience is in their 20s. Like, sir, I don't think that the majority of the people watching your stuff are in their 18s and 20s. I think the majority of your audience are probably in their mid 30s, like late 20s, early 40s. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no one is watching you in like this really young, because he's talking about well, if a person is really young in their 20s, they shouldn't be dating, and they don't have no kids. They shouldn't be dating a woman with kids. Like you should. Why are you worried about who somebody else is dating? Why don't you get focus on your marriage? You know, because I heard your marriage was in shambles, almost getting divorced yourself. So like you're up here, and what would your wife have been if you guys would have got divorced? People act like people can't get divorced and end up having being single parents. Like he don't understand. So, oh well, and then most of the divorces are from women. Well, and then when Yana tried to explain that a lot of this happens because a woman's fed up because of my guy might be being abusive. I mean, I know women that have stayed with men that have cheated on them, hit them. You know how hard how long it takes for a woman to leave an abusive spouse. It could take years for them to leave. You know what I'm saying? Women don't just up and leave. Most women, it takes they give you their women are some of the most patient, give you a chance people till they finally say, you know what, I've had enough. Because for a woman to be in a relationship with you that deeply, to get married to you, is in love with you. So of course, so I'm sure they're not just giving up at the drop of a hat. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like this narrative that, oh, if these women are out here just getting divorces, they're the highest people of the divorce. Why? Why do you think that is? You know, and then he says that if you have a child by a man, that's your husband. Because that's what the Bible didn't say you had to get married. That really technically that's your husband that you're being with. Okay, all right. So say that's what that is. He's saying that it was extreme. It was an extreme case to think that the woman is leaves the guy that's the child of the baby's child, the baby's father. That it's hard for them to leave. That they just leave that person or whatever, and because they want to be out here having being wild out here or whatever. I don't know. It will be, and you should get back with that person. But if you guys had turmoil in your relationship and you guys weren't able to get along, most relationships break up because you can't get along with the person. You guys probably grow apart or reach to a point where you can't get along. Not, and most babies are not born out of one night stand. They're not all born just from like some fast, actual thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of like children are born uh because the person and that other person probably really was fooling with each other, and then something led to another, and one of those nights happened, and that, yeah, hey, next thing you know, you know I think that Anton Daniels is living in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even understand why he's even he's never been single. He's never dated. He's always been married straight out of like high school. You know what I'm saying? I watched that debate. Yada won, not no doubt. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Yada had more like realistic views. Anton Daniels is like an extremist when it comes to the Bible. I did not realize that he was just so like one of those like kind of like super duper Bible thumper guys. You know what I'm saying? Which is insane to me. And he comes off so like matter of fact, like this, like it's just, oh no, you just you're if you have a baby by somebody, that's your husband. You need to keep your family together, stay with that guy. But if it ain't work out with that guy, there's a reason why. You know what I'm saying? If they're not together, because you can imagine a woman would, of course, always try to make it work with the child's father. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any woman that did not try to make it work with the father of their child. Now, there's some women, I've heard one woman say, hey, the guy said to her, here's another thing that happens. Once a man finds out a woman is pregnant, this is another thing he's not taking into account, especially a guy in their 20s. A lot of times a guy will say some crap like, go get an abortion, or I'm not helping you, or whatever the heck. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to say that what are you supposed to do? Try to force this guy to be with you? Now you become a stalker. No, we're married. You know what I'm saying? No. Like, what are you talking about? I don't think Anton Daniels is living in reality. A lot of times when guys will be all gung ho for you and really want to be with you, especially like those younger guys, because I've been younger before, and if you pop up pregnant, they gonna run like a coward, like the coward they are. And they'll seem like they cool at first. Like, guys know how to put on a fake facade. They know how to pretend and put on a mask like everything is cool because they're getting what they want. But then the moment the stuff's flipping, something weird happens that they don't. Oh wait, no, this is a commitment. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? And then now they have a new thing called ghosting and all type of stuff that exists now that didn't exist before. You know what I'm saying? This ghosting thing. I think they had it back then, I guess, but I mean, for the most part, like, like you had to change your whole phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, but like with the online thing, they got this ghosting thing where you could block a person and all kind of stuff like that. You couldn't block nobody back then. You could probably not answer their phone call, you know what I'm saying? They had to call you private, you know? He is a maggot. Oh, okay. Anton uh changes the Bible to fit the narrative. The devil knows the Bible too. Yeah, that's what he said about he said that to what's his name? Yada. And I'm like, okay, so maybe they probably should have made it known that Yada was a Muslim and that Anton was a Christian. Because it would have gave it more context, Because I would be like, well, sir, and Yada knows the Bible, but you can't quote the Quran. I'm sure you can't. I'm sure you can't quote the Quran. And Yada at least knew the Bible almost like a verse, like by heart. Um, but it was interesting how Yada pointed out how Adam was right next to Eve. Adam was standing right next to Eve when she bit the apple, which I don't even believe that story is true any freaking way. And I'm like, sir, if you guys believe that this is a true story, any of y'all, both of y'all, come on now. I would say that I question your intelligence. You know what I'm saying? If you are taking that story verbatim, that this is what happened, I question your intelligence. I'm sorry. I don't think that anything in the Bible is verbatim. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Everything is parables and stories meant to make a point. It's not like this is exactly what happened. Like they were in the thing, and then there was exactly was a tree. I think that is just like a form of like a parrot, like not a parable. Would it be a parable? I guess it would be kind of like a parable, like a way to explain a situation that you had. Because first of all, I don't think that a woman could come out of somebody's rib. That sounds like mythology. Uh, I don't, but I think that that's like there's like some mysticism there to figure out what that means. You know what I'm saying? When you come into knowledge and good, I don't think it's a snake that came and said to them this. I think that's probably a part of their brain. Like there's actually a serpentine brain. I believe, the apple could have been symbolic of like knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the woman got the knowledge first and then gave it to the man. That's what it sounds like to me, right? God said, don't bite from this tree. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that. Don't try to get this information. Well, it looks like it's really good information. It looks like it could help. I think it looks like I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? And then she said, "Oh wow, man, check this out." And then he's checked it out, and then I guess God was like, "What are y'all doing?" You know what I'm saying? Why are you? Oh, you done fooled around and did what I told y'all not to do. You done looked into some stuff that you ain't supposed to be involved in, and now you know what I'm saying. But it's I think it sounds crazy to me that why did God want him to be ignorant? I'm trying to figure out that part of the story. What was the purpose of did he want them to be just walking around naked and just completely clueless to their own enlightenment. I don't know. So that's a whole nother story anyway. Uh, so I guess he wanted us to kind of walk around like how animals do. You know what I'm saying? Like lions and dogs and stuff. We just be walking around naked. If that if you know if that's the story, we would have been just like any other animal. You know, just having sex and eating and living off of our own uh instincts or whatever. You know. So, anyways, so they blame the women that we actually are in the situation that we are right now, where we have societies and you know, but everything is I don't really understand the the having a creation story that's like already starting off in a negative way, so that's blaming someone else, the counterpart of the person. That to me that's just a whole weird thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Blaming the woman, blame it all on the woman. It's the woman's fault. That's why I don't listen to women. That's what he said. He said he doesn't let a woman what did he say? Something to the effect of I don't seek counsel from a woman or listen to her. I'm like this. You guys with this bullshit way of like looking at women. Y'all need to cut that bullshit out. Because how in the hell did you grow up and your mom probably taught you everything that you know, and then you get to a certain age and now you get egotistical and start talking, I don't do this, I don't I don't seek counsel from no woman. I don't listen to no woman. I don't no women can't talk to me. Bro, you were raised by a woman. You were birthed by a woman. What in the hell are you talking about? You probably got taught how to walk, talk, eat, sleep, everything by a woman. The woman made sure that you drank milk every day. And then you grow up and your balls drop and all of a sudden now you think that you woman can't tell you nothing. Man, you sound crazy. Man, and then I see like if you actually look at how little girls develop mentally quicker than boys do. Now, most they'll say, "Oh no, they catch up after a certain amount of time, and then they're evened out, and then the boys surpass the women at some point." Okay, but regardless, you know what I'm saying. I don't see how that could happen when a woman's at a head start, when the girls are at a head start. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, girls are at a head start mentally. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that as much as people, so maybe it's and maybe that is what that story is really about. That the woman was the first to get the knowledge, and then she passes on to the men. She ate the apple of knowledge, and then she gave it to the man, and they both knew that they were naked. You know what I'm saying? And this knowledge was something to get closer to God, right? To be almost God-like, you know. And then God gave certain things down so that they could still maintain their humanity, right? He gave certain punishments down. That's what the story sounds like to me. Is that they ate something that enlightened them, and then they you know God said, okay, well we don't want you to be out here thinking that you actually are God, so let me put something to kind of bring you back to earth. It brings some things into your life that separate you from that God-like thing, you know. Which I don't really like. I said I don't necessarily believe this story is 100% true anyway. Like I don't think it's like like a literal story, you know. So, anyways, you know, you have Anton Daniels still talking about how uh him and his wife travel everywhere. It's almost like he tried to jab at Yada about his wife's traveling everywhere with him. And I'm like, well, sir, Yada's wife has children. So unless your child is who's watching your kids when your wife is with you all the time traveling? Yada's wife is a stay-at-home wife and takes care of the kids. That's how his Muslim household is set up. You got your wife running your business, being your manager, there with you everywhere you go. Who's watching the kids? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Who's watching your kids? You only got one kid for you guys been together so long and only got one child. So Yada also said that men should wait until they get their finances together, so that by the time they bring in a woman, that they they're able to like take care of a family. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. So I got a phone call, and that sounds like it makes some sense. There's probably a way to do that from a reasonable level. Like, okay, another thing to say is go to a trade school, maybe learn a trade. Go to plumbing school. Go to electrician school. Learn some kind of a trade. It's simple. Learn a trade. You ain't gotta be a billionaire, millionaire. I don't get like people's logic, but I think that you should have your stuff together before you start putting together or start going do it. But I'm like that. But neither one of that's being realistic because people are going to be humans. They're going to do human being stuff. They're not going to be these robots that Anton thinks that they are, and they're not going to be able to hold out until what Yada's saying. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be doing the thing. They're gonna be doing the do. There's gonna be children out of wedlock. There's always gonna be single mothers. There's society is that's how it is. So all this complaining about it. Okay, well, what do we do to live? What do we do to find a equilibrium now? How do we overcome this? Do we just is the thing just to continue to leave the single women alone and just let them fend for themselves? Antoine's saying, oh no, no, just go back to your baby daddy or go back to that. What if that's not an option? What's the answer now? You know what I'm saying? Like he's given like an absolute as an answer. And it's like, sir, that's not reasonable. Like I don't understand what kind of a weird life that you think that we are on, what planet you think we're on, but that's not what's going on right now. Uh just like go back for the sake of it. And what if this person is just basically like a just you found out that this person has no ambition and just wants to play video games all day and live off of you. You should just put up with that because you want to keep the family together for what reason? You could do bad by yourself. You want me to bring another? Well, you know what I'm saying. What if the person's not abusive but just lazy? Oh, let me just bring them in so I can keep my family together because that's my husband. A lot of times, guys don't show you their who they are at first. That's why women need to just start closing their legs. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do agree is that women don't need to be sleeping with these men. I'm teaching my daughters. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have my first child till I was 30. I mean, that's my aunts told me don't have no kids till you're 30. Because by the time I turned 30, I was able to take care of it myself, whether I had a guy there or not. So I was not stuck in that single mom, what I'm saying, trap of welfare. Because by the time I turned 30, I had a career. You know what I'm saying? So I could be good whether or not the guy was there or not. Now I'm not encouraging everybody to do that because a lot of guys shake their head at that. You know what I'm saying? But hell, if these guys don't want to take responsibility, and you have one group of guys that want to blame it all on the woman, you have another group of guys that want to don't want to take responsibility of anything. What the fuck? Like what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What do they want us to do? But okay, she's gonna grow up and use her own mind. I guarantee you, because of the fact that he is so cocky. I think that this daughter. I think that she's gonna give him a run for his money because he like for you. the smartest thing, the most smartest thing to think that the person to think that he knows everything is knows that he don't know nothing. And he could be so egotistical and arrogant in what he think he know. And it's almost like he's just, oh God, no. This let me just simplify it for you. That's how he talks. No, that's not how it is. That he just comes across like everybody's stupid except for him. And it's like, sir, you are not that intelligent. Like, first of all, you live in a freaking a bubble. You're not living in a realistic reality of life. Anyone that you, like I said, he's never ever dated. He's never dated, and you can't tell me he ain't stepped out on his wife before. You can't tell me that. Come on now, he ain't never. Come on now. Oh, and divorce is not an option for him. So what you gonna do if the woman decides she don't want to be with you no more? You gonna stalk her to death? What you gonna do? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because people fall out of love. Now, if you guys got a business arrangement like till death do us part, and if you leave me, I will kill you on the contract. I don't know exactly what. Maybe the contract is like a blood oath. I don't know. Maybe they got some kind of business blood oath on. Like okay, because she could leave him at any time. I don't understand why he is so conceited and so matter of fact, like his wife will never leave him. Like, sir, like she got a mind just like anybody else. But I'm sure that he probably have like brainwashed his wife to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? They probably live in like a in a cocoon somewhere, and he just basically probably be beating all these ideals in her mind and got her agreeing with it. It's almost like he's a pastor and she's like the first lady. You know? They dated. Okay. Oh, so they did date. He act like they never dated. No, I don't believe in dating. I believe in just get married immediately. Jesus Christ, do you know how much a disaster that would be? How many divorces? That would be the biggest disaster. If people just started just getting married for just without any kind of like, and even in Islam they have like supervised dates. You know what I'm saying? You get to know the person. There might be a person there with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't just get to be by yourself, so you could like be tempted to like do anything wild. You know what I'm saying? To maintain some level of purity in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get wild. The people by themselves they might get a little whatever frisky with it. But so they got like a chaperone. But I know Nation of Islam used to do that. I'm not sure if it still happens, but I know. But to say you shouldn't at least date, you don't even go out and get some ice cream together. You just okay. Well, that's starting to sound more like a dowry situation where you pay the family for the person, like back in like the color purple days. It sounds like more like he wants things to be like it was in the 1800s. Where guy walks up to a family. I like your oldest daughter. I want to give you $200 and a mule for her. I need some help around the house. You know what I'm saying? I give you $2 and a mule, and then okay, well, we don't need yeah, we need an extra. We don't need your horse too, cause we she's real smart. She know how to cook and clean, and she's real smart. She knows how to cook. We taught her how to cook. Now Sophie over there, she just know how she illiterate. She ignorant. She don't know how to read or nothing, but she can cook and clean, and she really good around the house. I can give her to you for two pigs and a hacksaw that you got over there. I've been really needing to cut down some trees in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? That they want to go back to that kind of like bargaining over. They want women to go back to that where we just didn't even have a choice, and we just go in the house and be quiet and cook the food and just yes, yes, mister, yes, sir. What the hell? Come on now. It ain't gonna go back to that, y'all. They dated in 2003. Wow. He would lose his mind because he talked all that mess. He talks a lot of, you got to send me his wife's Facebook page because I think I'm going to do a show on this situation later on today. But but what is happening later on today is we have another interview with another Babalao at 6 p.m. Tomorrow we have two interviews. We have one with a Kabbalist, Dr. Jack Jeremy Russell, I think his name is Jack Russell, something Russell. He's gonna be on tomorrow, at like I think 4 p.m. Central Time, and then we have another one following that with another Hebrew Israelite from over there at Dimona. And I think on Friday I'm trying to interview Mafundishi, who is Mafundishi Masai, who is who teaches African martial arts and shows like how the dance moves, and he's also part of like he learns capoeira and also other African martial arts. So we're gonna be doing that on Friday. And that's what I'm working on, having that thing on Friday. So stay tuned tonight for Mr. For the Babalao, and then for Ifa Karede. And we have the other one. So he is the godson of the person that wrote Yoruba Concepts, the book Yoruba Concepts. Ifa Korede, he's gonna be tonight at 6 o'clock, and then tomorrow we have like two interviews back to back from four. So y'all just keep staying tuned to the channel because we got like a lineup tomorrow on Thursday, and then Friday is gonna be Ifa Korede. I mean, not Ifa Korede. It's gonna be Masai. So who's gonna be teaching about African martial arts. Um, I tried to bring a page with like like a variation of information, between like dating and P Diddy and Jaguar Wright and all whatever I tried not to talk about none of that celebrity gossip, all that stuff. Who's doing to? I stay away from that, and I stick to stuff interviewing interesting people that really have like something a little more going on than just the gossip aspect of the thing. And then the dating thing, it's just so I'm so sick of it. I'm tired of like the whole thing being shoved down our throats. I'm tired of like guys constantly getting online and complaining about women all the time, and it's like to me it's starting to sound like, okay, well then go somewhere, go be with each other there, go find what you like then and shut the fuck up about it. Why are you complaining about what you don't like? Just don't like it and just don't be bothered with it. That's like a person ordering the macaroni and cheese and then complaining about it the whole time. Like, sir, you asked, like, do you want macaroni and cheese or not? I don't know why I chose macaroni and cheese as a. Why did I choose that? Oh God, chicken, chicken. You know what I'm saying? Do you want chicken or not? Okay, now there's different types of chicken. If you don't like the chicken drumstick, don't get drumsticks. But you're gonna complain about drumsticks. Just eat the chicken breast. Always order chicken breast and don't get the drumstick. Don't be mad because there is drumsticks. You know what I'm saying? Because there are drumsticks out here does not mean you gotta be mad about that exists. It's almost like they don't want anything else to exist except for what they like. Well, sir, if you don't like this over here, then focus on that over there. What happens is that what they want, they can't get that. So they complain about the ones that they don't like because they want them to be what they want. It's like, this is crazy. Because the ones that do have that perfect body type, that's not just a BBW, they was born BBL, whatever, that was just born naturally beautiful and naturally whatever. They ain't even hollering at these niggas that's up here crying about that. They would not even look at them. Half of them would be like, no. I mean, they got such a pick of guys after them that whoever this little stupid dude is online, nobody, you ain't nobody trying to talk to you, bro. So then his only pickings are the ones that he don't like, and he's frustrated because he really wants this over here. Well, sir, get your money up. Then you might have a chance with that girl because I don't see because if they really if they wanted to be with you, they would have been with you by now. You would have had what you liked. That's why you're on the computer complaining about BD. Corey Holcomb was married a long time ago. I think that he's a trick or something. He said he used to go to Walmart and pick up girls from Walmart. He's a trick. Oh, BBW, they're not going to be, I wouldn't marry them. Honey, you said you didn't want to get married again anyway. So stop acting like there's an option of marriage. You already said you didn't ever want to get married again. Corey Holcomb. So what are you talking about? You wouldn't marry a person with a BBW. You said you wouldn't marry a BBW. A BBL. You said you never want to get married again, period. So so you're just saying some shit to be funny. You think it's because he's trying to have some like a comedian thing with it, but it's like, sir, you ain't even, what are you talking about? I'm so sick of these people online. It just gets on my damn nerves. I think I'm gonna end up doing a open panels. I think one of these days because maybe Saturday I'll do an open panel. I think I'm gonna start doing open panels on Saturday. I'm gonna start doing that. Y'all start looking at my message board. I'm gonna start posting more stuff on there. What's going on? Like what's gonna be happening on the channel coming up. I have not been doing promotions or marketing. My fog of depression is now coming up. You know what I'm saying? I went through like a I go through like these like bouts of depression. I think I'm going through like menopause. So I like go through these weird like times and because I haven't been able to go to sleep good. You know what I'm saying? And I even took like some stuff to sleep last night, and I still tossed and turned because I'm going through like this menopause, and my body is like hot when I'm trying to sleep. It's, oh my gosh, the level of hot. I never even knew this existed. The level of heat that is coming off my body when I'm sleeping is ridiculous. I'm like, am I okay? Am I having a fever? Do I need to go to the I'm thinking I'm gonna take a Tylenol like tomorrow and see if it like brings the heat down. Like, God damn, man, it's like I think I heat up the whole room. I still have that ferret. That's what I was looking up and seeing. It like it was looking out the window at me. I was looking up the thing at the ferret. It's just stinking up the room. Just a mess. That ferret. And then they got the light on, so I know. So that means the ferret been up there with that light on all night long. Probably couldn't sleep or nothing. Got a ferret and a dog. Like they done picked this dog up off the street. This Chihuahua. It's like a little puppy, and it's annoying. And I said I wouldn't get no more dogs, but these kids they gonna find a way for some animal, you know. And I found out how the cat got into the gate to kill the chicken. There was a hole, like it moved this piece of wood out the way and came into the backyard and killed my chicken. So there goes my chicken. You know, that's messed up. That's messed up. Yeah. So yeah, guys. I need to I'm gonna end this live. You know, I can't believe. Oh, I done did a whole hour. Wow. Almost an hour 45 minutes. You know, I was trying to cut these morning things down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make them real short. But you know, I guess I had a lot to say this morning because watching that. I was watching that Corey Holcomb this morning, and it really just irritated me. Listen, women, if you want to get a BBL or whatever the heck you want to get or whatever, don't worry about what these men say because half this Corey Holcomb, he act like he wouldn't. Oh, that's just to have some. Sir, it seemed like that's what you just want to do anyway. You said you was not gonna get married again. Period. So why are you saying that? If they got a BBL, Who cares if she invested that into her body to get that? You don't know what her body looked like before that BBL. Maybe she didn't feel insecure about herself looking in the mirror. I don't think that women get that to impress men. I think that they get it probably either because they're trying to make money or they want to look good when they look at themselves. It's probably a confidence boost of their thing. They didn't like something about themselves, so they went and got whatever enhancement. They didn't want to be flat chested, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. But I'm getting sick of men always trying to comment on what women are doing with their body. You know, that's what a woman want to do with her body. You mad because what for what? I don't necessarily agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people should be getting these surgeries. You know, I think that people need to learn how to have more self love and things like that. You know, unless it's like getting in the way of something or like a health issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's necessary. You know, like me, I know that I'm losing a lot of weight. I know I'm gonna have to eventually get my tummy tucked because the skin and everything will be in the way of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But to just doing that, like I know if you're like if it's your job, like and it's like okay, it's just too permanent for me. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that, you're getting this thing, and then when you want to take it out, now you're gonna have to be scarred and looking like when you want to undo that procedure, it's just gonna be just a mess. So that's the only reason why I would say I wouldn't fool around with that, like a mommy makeover. And then there's like a lot of like systems in the body that you're really interfering with that they don't people don't even realize you're cutting through a lot of stuff on your body that lymphatics your lymphatic system, all these things are connected. You're not really meant to be cut into like that. That's why I'm kind of sad that I got all those damn C-sections. Thank God I've still made it through, but to do that for vanity, I don't know. I did it because it was a life or death situation for myself. But cutting into all that, and that's connected to a lot. All these systems in your body and your nervous system and all those things. Thank God I was able to get the feeling back in my stomach after it happened, because the way they cut in to have them babies, like, oh man, thank God I'm. But to like, I couldn't imagine having someone taking like a needle and it's suction and then like just going back and forth scraping, how much scar tissue that would create. So I don't think that people should just, they need to step away from all that. Go walking or do some crunches or whatever you gotta do, get your stomach down. you know Maybe a mini tuck, you know what I'm saying, when you finally get it all done. But because I had the option to like get the gastric bypass, but I said, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. And I've been in a fasted state. I just fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't need like a procedure to like have. I got discipline. I just don't eat. If before I would get a surgery of not eating, I would just condition myself to like cut down on food and cut down on eating. I eat once a day now. You know what I'm saying? And just now it's about eating the right thing once a day, because I know I was eating some bullshit once a day. Stuff like that. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave. Check us out later on today. It's almost 10 till the hour, 10 minutes on the hour. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. All right, that's weird. Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love. Uh, I wonder why it goes up and down like the numbers. Is it because like it's a commercial or something? God bless you too. God bless you too. All right. Peace out, guys.